The following program is a paid advertisement for Bridgeland Auto Brokers and does not represent the views or opinion of the station.
Welcome to March 2021. It's the Bridgeland Auto Brokers TV show, if you haven't recognized here. And the theme this month is going to be St. Patrick's Day. We're going to have a lot of fun, obviously, like we always do, but we're going to show you a little bit of the knowledge and some of the hard work that we really put into doing our homework, studying the car, making sure that we're priced very aggressively to our market. And let's face it, we are known for our condition. So our cars are definitely above average condition, and they tend to be priced quite a bit less than our competition. So stay tuned. There's a lot of nice cars. We're going to have a whole lot of fun this month. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, here we go. Absolutely beautiful car. This is a 2020 BMW 330 xDrive.
All-wheel drive.
All-wheel drive. Now BMW has coined their all-wheel drive system xDrive. You're going to find with the Audi, they call it a Quattro. The Mercedes-Benz calls it a 4MATIC.
Yep.
So each of the luxury segment vehicles, each of the luxury vehicles, manufacturers have their own name for their all-wheel drive system. And BMW is no secret to way advanced technology.
Top of the food chain.
Top of the food chain. So if you're looking for a car that's going to make you just feel something that your last car didn't,
Like an ultimate driving experience.
that's
what they've coined.
Exactly. See,
Ultimate driving experience.
so you said Bitcoin. I'm all Bitcoined in my head right now, right?
Well, listen, it's like buying it early. We're screwing that one up. Moving forward.
Moving forward, we got a Melbourne Red Metallic, 8,000 miles, has all the equipment, it's got the navigation, got the heated seats, got the roof, it's got the color, it's got the right wheels.
It's got the 255 horsepower power plant.
It's got it all, and it's got 8,000 miles. So when you're looking at mileage when you're buying, okay, we want to look at it as though we're going to trade in 2 or 3 years. So if you're a person that drives 12 or 15,000 miles, the important part before you go to a dealership is do the math.
Do the math.
Okay, how many miles a year do I drive? If I wanted to trade in 2 years, for example, and I drive 12,000 miles a year, I'm going to put 24,000 miles on a car. When I buy this one with 8, it will have 32 when I'm ready to trade. What will a 2-year older with that mileage, what would that be worth today? And that's a good reference point to use to determine what your trade will be. Now we're going to want to look at what you'll owe on it at that point. That's what we do here. It's a little hard to say in one breath.
It's the science.
It's the science behind it. So you know I love the science,
I love
right?
the
So
science.
let's go to the TV and look at how good of a deal this really is. So now let's get into the pricing aspect of it and how do we come up with our price? How does Bridgeland develop their price on this car? So now we're going to take a 2020, this is the vehicle information here. Okay, this shows us where we stand to market. I don't care what the book values say. We can look at NEDA, we can look at Kelley Blue Book, and we can look at Edmunds. They're all going to give you different numbers. As a consumer, do you look at those? Of course. Definitely use that. That's your tool before you come into the dealership. As a dealer, we're more concerned with what is the competition pricing their cars at. So when you're pricing to market, market being 100%. So if we took 10 cars and everybody was asking 20% or 20%, $20,000 for those 10 cars each, market, 100% of market would be $20,000. Well, this car's priced 7% below market. Our price is $36,995. Now let's look at the market. There's 37 vehicles on our market. The average odometer is 11,000, so we have lower mileage than the average in our market. Out of those 37 cars combined, the average price is $39,939. So starting out of the gate, we're $3,000 below our competition. We're not just standing on TV telling you that. This is factual data that we'll show you if you come into the showroom. These are all the vehicles in our market. We'll also show you the competition's vehicles. So where can you walk into a dealership and the dealer is more than willing and actually invites you to look at the competition while you're in their showroom? Well, you're going to be able to do that with us. $3,000 below the competition, and this car's got it all. This is the right mileage, the right color, the right equipment, which is going to mean high resale value. And legs there, would you scroll up a little bit for me so we can get into that scatter? I want to show them that too, because this is interesting to me. This is the stuff that I really love about the car business right here. There we go. So now when we're looking at, we call this a scatter, okay? And this is price, starts at 28 and goes up to 53. This is our price, okay? So as we go higher, the price gets higher. This is mileage. As we go further to the right, the mileage gets more and more. So what happens is when I'm pricing these cars, if I'm somewhere in this ballpark and I have nobody behind me, which means nobody has lower mileage, and I have nobody below me, nobody has lower price. So again, look at where we stand. We're the star. These are all the other vehicles in our market. These ones have higher mileage. These ones are priced higher. And this is where we stand. this is the car, this is the energy that we put into what we do on a daily basis, and this is what we do to create retention. Get referral business. Somebody shows you this stuff, isn't that a little different than what you get elsewhere? Visit us today, cleancarscheap.com, or dial 315-633-7060. Next up, here's a 2019 GMC Sierra 1500, and this is the elevation package. Now, if you don't know what elevation means, Jim?
Well, it gives you the upgraded wheels, 20-inch wheels, you know, the monochromatic door handles and side view mirrors and upgraded lights, and it's a limited color too. It's only for 2019.
All the bumpers are gonna match on this, so it's gonna have the look. It's gonna have the look of a customized truck, but it's all factory. That's the catch on this one.
Limited.
It's a limited series. So in 2019, GMC went through a body change, and one of the things you're gonna find is that the manufacturers are, when they do a body change, you're gonna find, like Ram did it, we're still buying those.
Classics.
They have the classic, or in this case, they call it the limited. So they're gonna offer the old body style and the new body style. So maybe you're somebody that wants to upgrade into a 19, maybe you're driving a 2017, you like to trade every 2 years, but hey, listen, that body change just spiked the price on these things. I'm not willing to pay the premium, but again, I gotta trade up, right? I trade every 2 years.
Yep.
This is gonna give you the opportunity to trade up those 2 years, not to mention at a price of other dealers. What do we price the 17s and 18s at? We were just online looking at
Low 30s.
low 30s. So if you go online right now and you look at a truck, a 2017 or a 2018 GMC, you're gonna find this price probably somewhere in the $30,000 to $33,000 neighborhood.
But not here.
Not here.
Not here at Bridgeland.
Here you're gonna get a 19. You're gonna get mileage in the 20s. You're gonna get the elevation package. You're gonna get treated like you should be.
You're gonna get lucky.
You're gonna get definitely lucky. So if you're looking to get lucky with a car, come on in to Bridgeland Auto Brokers. We're gonna do it all month long. We have a whole lot of Shamrocks on our lot this month, don't we?
Absolutely, and it's 7 days a week, so whatever you need.
And this one, what do you think?
Well, one owner, clean Carfax. What's not to love about this?
There's nothing not to
There's
love.
nothing
So
not to
visit us today. Somebody has on the other end of that phone dial, 315-633-7060. Maybe you're not a phone person. Get online. Take a look at our inventory. You're gonna find over 300 vehicles at one location.
CleanCarsCheap.com is where you're gonna find it.
CleanCarsCheap.com. Visit us today. Here we go. Next up, we got a nice little car here, right? This is a nice weekly payment car. We wanted to put the cars out in the lot that, you know, weren't a lot of money, so we can give a nice weekly payment.
Yeah.
And this is probably a little bit nicer than I intended on getting at this weekly payment. I was looking for something around that $50 a week, and here we are. 2019 Chevy Sonic LT. This is the RS package, so this is going to give you the spoiler, it's going to give you the wheels, going to give you some upgrades on the interior, and this is definitely a beautiful color. Lucas, what do you think?
I think it's a really good color. I like the color blue a lot since I just like the color, and the wheels and just about the car is really nice. Everything about it.
You do? Well, we got Fords. Did you like the Fords?
The trucks. I like the trucks, not much of the cars though.
Okay, that's fair. Here we go. $13,949 is going to put this 2019 Spark.
Oh, wait, hold on.
What's
you
that?
say 19?
It's a 2019. We're in 2021, so the car's 2 years. It's not 2 years old quite, but it's a year and change.
And how much was the price?
$13,900.
That's really low for this car. Like really low.
It's low. I mean, but it's what we do, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that our flavor?
Yeah.
So if you're looking for the color, you're looking for the miles, you're looking for that weekly payment, $52 a week is going to put this in your driveway.
$52?
No, $52.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. That's about what I'm going to pay you to do the commercial. $50, right?
Yeah. $2 less, but
Well, $2 less, but either way, you could make a weekly, you could drive this thing for a week for doing this TV commercial with us today. Do you know that?
yeah.
Not bad, right? So if you're looking for a nice car, maybe you want that easy payment, but you don't want to have to drive a 70 or an 80,000 mile car like most of those other small Mickey Mouse dealers are going to offer you. Here you go. Come on into Bridgeland. You're going to find this beauty at $52 a week. Like I said, mileage 13,000 miles, which means that they're going to get the balance of the factory warranty. So if you have a problem with the car up to 36,000 miles, you're going to be able to bring it into a Chevy dealership of their choice and have it done at no charge. It's also going to have the powertrain warranty, and General Motors is going to give you the 5 year, 60,000 mile powertrain. So when that's up, you're going to have the powertrain warranty. So if you're a person that wants to get into something, you want to enjoy what you're driving, you want to trade every 2 to 3 years, this is a perfect car to do that with. It's going to have the high resale value because it's got the look and it's got the equipment, right? And that's what makes a car worth more when it's trying to trade. You with me?
Yep.
Okay. So we got that going for it, and it's priced right. So if you take a 13.9 car and you drove it for 2 or 3 years at $52 a week, what do you think they're gonna owe? Probably somewhere in the $8 grand-ish, right?
Yeah, that's not bad.
And that's
for
off the top
owning
of my
this
head.
or-
It's not bad, but the car is gonna be worth that. And that's the name of the game. When I can drive something for 2 years, go back to the dealership, trade the car in, not have the guy on the other side of the desk tell us, you owe more than your car's worth, right? How many of you guys have had to deal with that? Probably more than most. You're not gonna have to deal with that with this car. So if you drive a reasonable amount of miles and you keep your car nice, this is gonna be a rock star at trade time. So visit us today at cleancarscheap.com. What do you think? Or dial
315 690, right?
633.
633 7060.
Oh man, call mom a lot, don't you? No bet, huh? Visit us today. It's the candy right now.
This is the candy.
You like it, right?
It's like the pot of gold. The pot of gold. It's what?
Go ahead,
I
Professor.
get a little excited.
I know you do.
I get excited. You know why? Because this is a rare bird, as we say often. You know why? It's a mega cab. Where do you find mega cabs? Bridgeland.
It's about as rare as a guy with a red beard and gray beard underneath.
Where?
And you stand to the side.
What are you talking about?
I was gonna tell you not.
Come on, dude. It's Conor McGregor in about 60 years.
Anyways, the head off.
Anyhow,
2019 Ram 2500 Mega Cab. Now, what's the difference with Mega Cab? We're not talking crew cab. So
8 inches.
Is it 8 inches? Difference? Is it?
I believe it's 8 inches.
Is it? Well, this is the difference right here. When you take a typical crew cab, you expect those doors to be cut off about here. That Mega Cab's going to give you that extra space. May not seem like a lot, but it's a lot when you get into the back seat of this thing. Absolutely huge interior. Fits elves, fits little miniature leprechauns, fits everything, right? What are you thinking there? A lot of room?
It's mega, I can tell you that. It's really huge.
You like it?
Yep.
Leathered up seats, navigation.
Yep.
It's got that. Let me get that.
You're getting fact finding.
Come on.
11 inches. I was wrong, Rob. It's not 8 inches.
11?
It's 11 additional
You always
inches.
get corrected by Isaac,
Listen,
right?
that's my lifeline right there.
It is.
Phone a friend.
You phoned a friend right there. Phoned a friend, you picked up 11 inches. So 11 inches bigger in the cab of that. That's a lot of space, right?
That is a lot of space.
What you see is what you get, and what we just did there was a true testament to that, right?
I like that.
So we're on TV. You'd think we'd have our stuff together, right? No, it is what it is, right?
Raw.
Can't know it all. It's raw. That's how we are. Very transparent. You're going to get that on our showroom floor. So if you're looking for that kind of a buying experience, you don't want to feel like the guy's running back and forth out of the office. You don't know what's going on in there. You just sit in the showroom floor for 20, 30 minutes waiting, don't know what's going on around you. If you're looking for that experience, go to some big box store and get it. You're not going to get it here.
You know what you do get?
What's that?
You get management that comes out of there. Most of the time when people buy cars, you never see the general manager, the sales manager, maybe the business manager. Definitely not the owners very often, but listen, we're all in the mix. We're all trying to we're all the common goal.
Exactly. We call that flavor.
Flavor.
That's our flavor. So let's get back to this flavor. Beautiful truck. It's going to have that gray piping on the seats. It's going to have an upgraded leather. So when you touch this leather, you're going to notice it's super, super high quality leather interior. Supple leather. Full center console. It's got the roof, got the big touchscreen. You can imagine all the goodies that touchscreen is going to give you. So if you like to play around and you like to have the options, I love options.
Heated steering wheel. Oh.
Nothing like that. You know, it's funny. I remember selling cars up north 10 years ago, 12 years ago, and I remember a customer coming in when heated steering wheels first came out. And here's me as a salesman, I'm arguing with the guy, you've driven a car your whole life without a heated steering wheel. Well, until I had one myself.
Then now.
Yeah, I'm not going without. So if you want a nice loaded up truck, you want the color, you want the wheels, this one's got a leveling kit on it too, so it's got that lifted look, but it's not lifted, doesn't have that squeak and rattle like you're gonna get in some of those lifted trucks, right? This has got the 35-inch tires. It's just the right truck. So if you want one for resale, whatever you're looking for, this is it. Let's take them to the TV screen. I'm gonna get a little more technical on you. You wanna see how good of a deal is? Follow me over here. So now we're gonna look at rarity, right? So we just talked about the truck, obviously. Beautiful truck. We know that it's rare. But now let's take this Ram. We wanna compare it to market like we've talked about, okay? Now, we're 3% over market. So our price is 3% above what the market price is around us, within 200 miles. One of the things I will tell you is that this does not decode the mega cab portion. So when we're comparing against the competition, our mega cab is stacked up against crew cabs. But if you want that bigger interior, you want that higher resale value, and you want that one-of-a-kind truck, you'll want that mega cab. So if we're 3% above market, and the average market price on these trucks is $63,300. So if you went out and looked for a 2019 Ram 2500, just a crew cab, your average market price is $63,300. 1% of $63,300 is somewhere around $630. Well, if we're 3% above market being 100%, right? We're 3% above, we're around $1,900 more than the competition with a crew cab. Now in a pre-owned market, dealers on the other side of the TV probably watching this will agree that there's somewhere between $4,000 and $5,000 difference from a crew to a mega cab. So that's gonna stay true the whole time you own it. When it's time for trade, you're gonna be sitting down getting $4,000 or $5,000 more for that vehicle, but you only paid $1,800 more for it and you got to enjoy the space that the cab offers. So looking for that one-of-a-kind truck, this is the one. If you're looking for a place that still holds true to their colors, prices them aggressively, regardless of how rare it is, this is the place. Visit us today, cleancarscheap.com. Here's a nice one too. Here's a good one. This is a little bit of a break from the norm for us.
I picked this. You know why I picked it?
Why?
Because it's super
Clean. It is clean. I give you that. So here's a 2016 Chevy Traverse. This is actually one of our trades. And if you know about us, if you look online, you'll notice that the cars that have an A after them, those are the trades. So if you go onto our website, you're gonna see over 300 cars. And one of the things you're gonna notice is there's very few A's on there. Reason being is most people trade because they want to upgrade. Most people trade because there's problems. But from time to time, you get that customer that trades every 2 to 3 years because we preach that. You know, and they come in with a beautiful trade that you just gotta keep. You can't send it to an auction. I can't let anybody else get their hands on it. I bring it to our lot. So it's on our retail lot. This 2016 Chevy Traverse is gonna be way above average when we talk about condition. It's gonna be an 8-passenger. So you're gonna have that third row bench, and this is gonna have the 2 rows of captain seats in the front and the second row. Captain, tell them about the captain. You got more girls in your household than...
Listen, it's much nicer having the captain's chair set up versus them jumping over the seat, kicking the ceiling,
Correct.
them fighting, shoes falling off, I didn't find it. Life is much better with a captain's setup.
Right.
For
So
sure.
if you have children, you'll know that that's a must.
You know what else is a must?
Yeah.
A lot of folks out there that don't want to drive the minivan, but they still want the functionality of this. This is where it's at. And it gives you the all-wheel drive feature, which a lot of minivans don't.
So 65,000 miles on a 2016 is not a lot. Now what you want to do when you're car shopping is you want to take that model year. This is a 16, let's say we're 2021 right now. So we got, it's new in 21, so let's call it 4 model years, okay? We take the mileage that this has and we divide it up. Now this has a little over 15,000 miles a year. When you get into the older vehicles, 3, 4 model years old, you're gonna find that average mileage tends to creep up around that 18 to 20,000 a year. So I would, based on the trades that I look at, consider this a lower mileage vehicle and 100%, like I said, I don't want to repeat myself, but way above average. And you could probably tell them a little bit about the inside. How's this thing?
What's it smell like in there?
What do you think?
It doesn't smell like cigarettes, I can tell you that.
It definitely
Well,
does.
that's a bonus.
No, non-smoker, super clean, black interior.
And I knew this is the right one. Every morning when I check out the trades, I'm like, oh yeah, this is a Bridgeland.
You do. You make a lap around the trade lot.
Yep.
You decide what's going to come out of the
Retail
lot.
hotel, yep.
And this is one of your picks. So $74 a week. Can you throw that on the screen as big as you can, please?
Bam!
$74 a week is going to put this in your driveway. So if you're on a budget and you want a third row, it's not going to get any better than that. And I stress that to you. Again, if you go onto my website, if I could have every SUV on my website, every third row SUV under $20,000, believe me, I'd have it. Because that's what everybody wants. Very hard to come by in this condition.
Lucas, do you think this needs a little bit of confetti?
Yeah.
I'm gonna need a BAM then.
You wanna
I'm gonna need a BAM for some confetti. But give it to me.
say bam loud.
Bam!
That one. BAM!
It's like that. $18,595, $74 a week. Puts this in your driveway. Visit us today, cleancarscheap.com.
Or visit us at cleancarscheap.com 7 days a week. or call us at 315-633-7060, unless I just repeated
Visit
that.
us today. So here we go, 2015, it won't even matter if it's a Kia or a Hyundai at this point. At this price, at this condition, it doesn't make a difference. It could be a Yugo and you should probably buy it at this price. $12,888 is gonna put this absolutely stunning. What do you think of it?
Do you want me to be honest or do you want me to play camera?
Be honest, I guess.
I hate it. I mean, don't get me wrong, the colors and the wheels are right, but not the engine. I don't like it.
Well, thank you for your opinion. Moving forward, for $55 a week. No, it's
Right, so thank you, I appreciate that. We're gonna keep rolling with this one though. So this 2015, because I like it, this 2015 Hyundai Tucson, these in the market average over 80,000 miles. Ours has 67,000 miles. One of the other things, let me show you this.
Super clean inside.
We talk about clean, right? This is a 2015, this is a factory floor mat, okay? Let me bring it up to you. That's a factory floor mat, right? Do your floor mats in your car look this clean? Probably not, mine don't either. So if you want an absolutely perfectly clean vehicle, this 2015, again, I keep repeating myself,
That's
get
okay.
old.
It's okay.
1500 Tucson has got the color, beautiful in red. It's got a nice fat rubber, so it's got good tires on it. We go right through these, we're very thorough. So when we do take a trade-in, because we don't do many, when we do bring a trade-in, we want to make sure that we give it that extra care. If we're going to put a 67,000 mile vehicle on the road, because that's not typically what we sell, we're going to make sure that there's nobody going to be talking crap outside saying they sold me junk. It's not going to happen. We don't do that. So we're very selective. And when we do put a trade on the road, we make sure it's the right one or we don't do it at all.
We absolutely do not. We make careful choices on what we take in on trade and what we retail.
So you want to talk about budget? $55 a week is going to put this under your fanny.
Or in your driveway.
Driveway fanny.
Or in your garage.
It's almost like
Man,
porn.
he's good. You got that.
What?
Or in your garage, and this probably was kept in a garage, based off of what I could see. Watch out there. Let me show that. Let me show the public here what we got. Absolutely beautiful. So this is going to have those leatherette seats. Don't want to say leather because they're truly vinyl, but it's going to give you that leatherette seat. It's going to give you all the technology on the inside. So even in a 2015, one of the nice things with Hyundai and Kia is that they're technologically advanced. And you're going to find that those 16, even those 2016s, a 2016 Hyundai is probably as technologically advanced as a 2019 Chevy or a Ford. We look at these things all day long, so we have firsthand knowledge of that.
Since you said that, I actually enrolled Car and Driver. They took the Highline cars like Lexus, BMW, Mercedes, Kia, Hyundai, which are not Highline cars, but when it comes down to a technology standpoint, they ranked neck and neck.
Correct.
Yep.
So if you're looking for that vehicle for $12,888 or $55 a week, take your brains off, leave them at home, let them rest, come on in. We did all the thinking for you with this price. Visit us at cleancarscheap.com.
Or give us a call at 315-633-7060.
Visit us today. Here we go. Here's a 2019 Ram. We're not sure if you can see it yet. Ironically enough.
Like a blue streak you just can't see.
Okay, so fun fact for the people on the other side here. Now, when we shoot these commercials, we put a green screen behind us, okay? And the green screen allows these effects that you're watching, allows them to be on the wall, right? But when we wear green suits with a green screen, we disappear.
We got really smart about that.
So then all you have is a head moving around with a couple hands, right? So St. Patrick's Day, I got my green suits, I'm all ready to go. I call up the commercial company, I said, hey, listen, he calls me, he says, listen, you ready? You got your costumes ready? I'm all ready. He says, listen, what about the green? I said, oh, I forgot about the green. He says, blue screen, you can use blue screen. But the one thing we forgot we did blue screen is
Blue vehicles.
blue cars are gonna disappear in the blue screen. So we don't know if you can see this one or not. Maybe you can't. This is gonna obviously air much later than after we do this. What are you doing back there, dude?
Chilling.
You're just chilling.
He's just chilling.
Chilling.
He's just chilling, man. He's just chilling.
Chilling.
Yeah, I hear you. 2019 Ram 1500 Bighorn. The Bighorn's gonna give you the options. This one's definitely got the look. So we talk about price. We're priced at $37,755 or a monthly payment of $529 a month. Now, when it comes to price, very competitive when it comes to the Ram. So I'm not gonna tell you that I'm beating everybody's price, but I'm definitely in line with everybody. So of my competitors within a 30, 40 mile range, I'm not priced much better. We're all very similar, but I got the color. Definitely got the color if you can
And
see it.
it is not an average color.
So all
Blue streak. clear coat.
Yeah, so although we may be showing them an invisible vehicle right now, this is absolutely beautiful. Hopefully we can get a couple images on the screen here of it.
You know what else is beautiful?
What's that?
I got some facts here.
Hit it.
Carfax.
Carfax.
Not only is it a clean Carfax, but as this other car comes from where there's probably little to no salt, which is very appealing. And also, it's considered a well-maintained. It has a lot of records for its preventative maintenance, which means someone cared for it.
Correct. So if you're from New York, you'll know that we do deal with rust. Our cars, we are in the snow belt, as a matter of fact, right here in this area. And our cars tend to take a heck of a beating.
They do.
So when you look at a 3 or a 4-year-old New York car on a lift, we have the opportunity to put these on a lift. When you look at them on the lift, if you looked at a 4 or 5-year-old New York car, you'd never buy it, I promise you. If you could look at it on a lift, you'd walk away. But when you look at them out of Pennsylvania, Ohio, different states, they don't use the concentration of rock salt like they do here. They're not dealing with some of the temperatures that we're dealing with. So they don't have to use some of the
Chemicals and salt and things that are corrosive.
Correct.
And simple.
So you get a much cleaner vehicle. So if you're looking for a clean one, you're looking for the right price, you want the look, the color, you want to feel good driving it, this is going to feel like $1 million. I invite you to come on and test drive it. That will seal the deal. Once you get behind the wheel, you take it up the road 2 or 3 miles, guaranteed you're coming back in, you're going to love the truck. Anybody I put in these trucks, and I always rave about the Rams. A lot of people come in looking at Ford, Chevys, and because I like these, I'm always, listen, you got to try the Ram. And I can't recall a time when I've had somebody get out of the test drive and not buy the truck.
Correct.
So they speak for themselves. Visit us today, Clean Cars Cheap. What are you doing? Tell them where they got to go. Where do they go to look at this truck?
CleanCarsCheap.com.
Or they dial 315-633
76.
Attaboy.
7060. Visit us today.
I just really like this car.
You do. So
I like
this
the
kid's
color.
got it right. So you definitely got good taste. I'll give you that. You got to give it a little shave here, right? You got to get you a little shave. But either way, here we go. Nice car. So if you're looking for that weekly payment buster, we're about to bust that out here. Bust it. On the plan.
Are you a fan of Bavarian Motor Works, Rob?
What do you mean?
BMW. Bavarian Motor Works, that's what it stands for, the ultimate driving experience. Listen, doesn't my beard tell you that I'm ready?
I got you. Ready? It's okay. I need you a little louder. A little louder, loosen up. Like I said.
Shake it up. Shake it up.
Ready?
That way.
Okay, one more.
Clean Carfax, one owner, what's not to love?
That's how loud it is.
There you go.
Clean Carfax, one owner. How do you miss with this thing? I'm trying to get you to talk like an adult talks. What's not to miss with this one, right? Like the kid don't say things like that. So it's funny when you do that.
Watch your top hat.
When you talk like an adult, because kids talk like kids, right? Adults more confident. When you be confident, that's the funny part with you. When you talk like an adult, that's what makes.
You just want me to say those three?
Clean Carfax, one owner. What's not to love? All body. I want you all body, all spinning, doing this, hands, everything. Clean Carfax, one owner. What's not to love? Okay, you're gonna do good. Ready?
I'm ready.
The following program is a paid advertisement for Bridgeland Auto Brokers and does not represent the views or opinion of the station.